I think we can all admit we're a little sick of zombie games, but Infectonator 3 caught my eye. Not just because the title of the game is some silly made-up word, but because the game looks unique and fun. I'm going to admit right now, I have not heard of this series before finding this game, but the developer seems obsessed with zombies. I looked at their other games, and Infectonator 3 looks like the best game so far. I certainly found something interesting here, so let me tell you why. The game's best feature is the zombies. Infectonator 3 has some of the silliest ideas of what a zombie can be. Hats off to the developer for being so creative. These are zombie types that I've never seen before. My favorites have to be the clown and the biker zombies. The game cranks it up to 11 with their special zombies though, with Kim Jong-un, a Yeti, and a mummy zombie. Okay, yeah, we all know a Yeti isn't a zombie, so what? I'm willing to let it pass because it definitely adds to the fun. I just want to keep playing to see them all. Infectonator 3's gameplay is all about infecting the world with a zombie virus. You begin by selecting a starting continent on Earth. Then select a level that you want to begin your zombie killing rampage. That's the main meat of the game. Short levels where you want to try and kill all the people with your zombies. The levels start really small and expand the more you work to infect an area. It's great because that keeps it interesting when you need to replay levels, which you will be doing to open up new areas as the infection grows. The size also increases the difficulty. For example, the small levels are very open, which allow your zombies to roam to kill everyone. But larger levels become more compartmentalized. This makes it very difficult for the zombies to find their way to kill everyone. The one question that is still plaguing the back of my mind is, why are we killing all the humans if we want to infect them? But that just leads to more questions like, why don't all the dead humans turn into zombies? Because game logic, I guess? It doesn't matter. Anyway, to start a level you have to shoot 4 infected bullets that go up, down, left, and right. It's a bit unconventional, but making sure you get the perfect shot to maximize human infection is imperative. The more zombies you can start with, the better. Hopefully the initial zombies you create can spread the infection and create a swarm. Then it's a waiting game as you watch your zombies clean up the level, or you might need to help them out with items and more zombies. The items in the game are fine, they're totally fine. It's a grenade, a landmine, a canister, a hamburger, and a jar of goo. The explosives blow up humans and take down walls, and are very useful to help out your zombies. The other items turn humans into zombies, which is just less interesting than spawning them yourselves. Using items isn't really that exciting, and kind of feels like cheating. An all-powerful watching God dropping a fucking grenade down is a lot less interesting than your zombie chasing someone down. Unfortunately, the items are important and in some places required. Also, I have to admit that tossing a grenade is probably a lot more economical than spawning another zombie. The zombies you spawn are the same as the ones I mentioned earlier. For basic zombies, you can spawn 3 per level if you have them in your inventory. There's a short delay between using any items, so you can't just speed spawn these guys. For the special zombies, you can only have 1 of each type in your inventory. You can carry as many special zombies as you want, but it does limit your spawning potential. All zombies only stay alive for a short period of time, so placing your zombies is strategic. As I mentioned before, larger maps end up being broken up into compartments because of locked doors and narrow pathways. You need to keep those in mind when spawning your dumbass zombies because they can't open doors. If you spawn a zombie in a locked room, they're not getting out. So much of Infectonator 3's mechanics revolve around the zombies and making them more powerful. First, there is an upgrade screen where you spend coins to increase all the zombie stats. These seem really important, and I just want to maximize infection rate, but I haven't made that strategy work yet. The lifespan is probably the most important one. Longer living zombies means more time for them to explore the level. The other stats seem equally important though, especially speed to chase down those pesky humans. Stats go up, and that's good, right? It's actually really hard to judge if these stats are doing anything. It just seems so subtle. Second, you can upgrade individual zombies. Infectonator 3 uses zombies as a resource, and as the infection spread, it gives you more basic zombies to use. You use zombies to craft stronger zombies. It's set up so everything starts at the basic zombie, but the more advanced ones might require a couple mid-tier zombies to create. It's pretty interesting, and you need to choose between upgrading zombies and keeping stock of them for the levels. Third and last is the DNA mechanic for unlocking new zombies. I'm not exactly sure when you gain the DNA, but it seems to happen when you take over a new area. With DNA, you can purchase improvements to your zombies or unlock new zombies for your inventory. For example, Keen Eyesight lets zombies see farther versus Unstable Belly, which unlocks a zombie that explodes on death. Ideally, the unlocks would come a little bit faster, as during my first run, I didn't end up getting that much DNA. Now, I suppose that's the point, and you need to be careful which upgrades you select. All of the zombies are fun to use though. I particularly like the clown, which drops a burger that will turn humans. The special zombies are so silly and are a bit overpowered in the normal levels. Still, having a Yeti smash people off the screen is just too much fun. Infectonator 3 is much more difficult than its mobile feeling gives off. There is a real strategy required to determine what is the best way to infect the world. The humans aren't just sitting back letting you eat them. They start building a cure, and as the world panic level rises, they become more and more armed. There are also bosses in each area that are very difficult. The one I defeated took all the resources I had. Some of the strategy comes from spending your upgrades and zombies wisely. The later levels are bigger and require more resources than you probably want to spend. Some of the difficulty comes from randomness too. You're never quite sure exactly what DNA you'll see. Infectonator 3 does have replay value, as far as that you're going to have to replay it a few times to beat it. For it to have a long-lasting play experience, you'll want to enjoy doing these runs over and over until you figure out a way to win. I think it takes around an hour, maybe 2, depending on how you play for one run. When I lost, the humans found a cure, and that took an hour. It's just the right amount of time to sit down and play in one sitting. A small note on the other artwork in the game: all the levels are unique based on their location on Earth, meaning that you have different human sprites and even the language is changed. This means they cry out in English, Japanese, and Arabic in those particular levels. It's a really nice small addition, but you know what? One I think that would be really weird if it was missing. Overall, Infectonator 3 has some really cool zombie designs and requires a lot more strategy than I expected. It definitely feels like a mobile game at times, but it seems like most of that is related to the interface. I'm conflicted. I certainly enjoy parts of the game, but it doesn't deliver enough information to keep me hooked. I don't know enough to alter my strategy to get closer to winning. The panic meter is meaningless to me, so if you like figuring out how to beat a game, then this could work for you, but the levels do get a bit repetitive. I would love an option to speed by the news screen at the end of each level. Still, I've had a lot of fun trying to work it out. Thanks for watching.